Naomi lost her husband and 2 sons in Moab, leaving her with only her 2 daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. When Naomi heard that God had blessed his people in Bethlehem with food, she decided to return home. Naomi told Ruth and Orpah to stay in Moab with their families, but Ruth's heart was filled with love and loyalty. But Ruth held Naomi's hand and said, "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So Naomi and Ruth traveled together to Bethlehem. Though the road was long, they trusted God to guide their steps. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred. The people asked, "Is this really Naomi?" But Naomi said, "Do not call me Naomi. Call me Mara, for the Lord has made my life bitter." Ruth went out to the fields to gather leftover grain for Naomi and herself. She worked hard, and as it happened, the field belonged to a kind man named Boaz from Naomi's family. Boaz went to Ruth and spoke kindly to her. He told her not to worry, but to stay in his field where she would be safe. Ruth bowed with gratitude, amazed at his kindness. Ruth continued to work hard in the field, gathering grain. Boaz told his workers to leave extra stalks for her and to protect her. Everyone saw the kindness Boaz showed to Ruth. That evening, Ruth returned home with a basket full of grain. Naomi was amazed and asked where she had gathered so much. Ruth told her about Boaz, the kind man who helped her. Naomi praised the Lord for Boaz's kindness. She explained to Ruth that Boaz was a relative, a family protector who could care for them. Ruth kept working hard in Boaz's field until the evening. Boaz made sure she was safe and had enough food to take home. Ruth was grateful for his kindness. That night, Ruth brought home a basket full of grain. Naomi was so happy and thanked God for his goodness. Ruth told her about Boaz's kindness. Naomi explained that Boaz was a close relative, someone who could help and protect them. She encouraged Ruth to stay close to Boaz's field, where she would be safe. Ruth continued to work in Boaz's field, gathering grain day after day. Boaz often watched over her, making sure she was treated with kindness and respect. That night, Ruth went quietly to the threshing floor. After Boaz had eaten and fallen asleep, Ruth lay down at his feet, just as Naomi had told her. In the middle of the night, Boaz woke up and was surprised to see her there. Boaz asked, "Who are you?" Ruth answered, "I am Ruth, your servant. Please cover me with your garment, for you are a guardian redeemer." Boaz was moved by her kindness and promised to care for her. The next day, Boaz went to the city gate, where elders gathered. He told them about Ruth and his desire to redeem her. In front of the people, Boaz promised to marry Ruth and protect her family's name. Soon, Ruth and Boaz were married. The whole town celebrated with joy, praising God for bringing them together. Their love and faithfulness became part of God's great plan for his people. God blessed Ruth and Boaz with a son named Obed. Obed became the grandfather of King David, and through this family line, Jesus Christ was born. Ruth's story reminds us that God can use anyone for his great plan.